Hello world, this is Ilya from my favorite local town near Prague. So, it's revelation times, as some of you realize, and I'm revealing things that we think we know that ain't so. And today I would like to cover another popular topic, the alpha beta male narrative. I'll call it a narrative for now. So what is an alpha and a beta male? Social media would try to convince you that the alpha male is a successful, confident, masculine and dominant. The beta, on the other hand, is a follower, meek and even submissive, not successful and even some kind of a loser. Now, there is some truth to this. However, it's mostly deceptive. Okay, so you'll see why by the end of this video. So let's start from the beginning. Alphas and betas exist only in the context of a team. First, because all males lived in some form of a team, some military formations, and also because this narrative is based on wolf packs. And the closest thing to a wolf pack we have today is a football team. So I'll be viewing alpha and beta males in the context of a football team. First, alpha male is a leader, and that's it actually. Nothing else. You can be a really successful man with confidence and testosterone through the roof, like a stockbroker. But if you're not leading people, then you're not an alpha. Okay? The alpha male in a football team is the captain and the trainer, or the coach as Americans call it. These men are usually the most senior and experienced with proven qualities. Beta males in reality are the team players, and they form the team. In other words, alphas and betas define each other and cannot exist without each other. And they exist only within a team. There are simply different roles in a team. The alpha is the leader. The beta is an umbrella term for all the remaining roles. Okay? It's not just one role. So just like in a football team, there is offense and defense and the goalkeeper. The same is in life. Okay, betas in reality are different team members with different roles. Now, you have to realize that some of the most successful football players are betas. Actually, all successful football players started as betas. And they may become alphas or they may not. It is irrelevant. Because in no way does it mean that a beta is not successful or masculine or confident. Reality is that being a beta is simply being part of a team. And this is one of the best things you can be in life. Being a beta means, first, you had a father. Yes, the father is the best alpha in the world. I hope you were lucky to become betas as early as possible. Being a beta means you have friends you can rely on and help each other in life. Friends is one of the best things in life. Being a beta means you're part of a team at work. And having beta skills or team skills is extremely helpful. It also predicts success. And with time and experience, the beta naturally becomes an alpha or a leader of some sort. This is how it works in life. First we become betas. We get the skills and experience, and then we become alphas. This is the natural progression. Okay, there is a natural progression in life. Now, there is some sort of a crisis with masculinity in the West, where young men seem to be passive and isolated and failing to launch in society. These men are not betas, you have to realize. They're some free electrons, incels or whatever. Perhaps some other type of males, but definitely not betas. Because again, betas are team players and they exist only within a team. So, to fix this situation, you have to make those men betas. Becoming a beta means you're on the right track in life. You're getting skills, experience, you're making friends. Okay? They can join a team, like a football team, or they can train boxing. They will get in shape, they will make friends. This is what it means to be a beta. They can study or become apprentice, carpenter, plumber, whatever, electrician. They will get skills, experience. This is what it means to be a beta. So the public narrative is a pile of brown steaming substance. You'll pardon my French, but beta male is used today as a derogatory and denigrating term. You have to understand that becoming a beta is the solution of the problem, not the problem. So, troubled men are now following really toxic ideas and they're trying to become alphas without being betas, which is really, really wrong. Okay, again, there is a natural progression in life. First you become beta, you get the skills and experience, and then you start leading other people. Furthermore, their issue often is that they did not have a father. In other words, they did not start their lives as betas. Okay? Because the father is the best alpha a man can have. It sounds great, right? The father is the best alpha a man can have, or a beta can have. And this is why I call this narrative the alpha beta male deception. Okay, it's a deception. There is some truth and a lot of deception to this idea. So not only you got it wrong, but young men today are doing the opposite of what they should be doing. Again, follow the natural progression. So yep, that's it. I hope you change your minds and rethink your ways. Thank you and God bless.